Something seen frequently in the early philosophical writing of my students is a tendency to conflate the following alliterative terms: conscious, consciousness, and conscience. Admittedly, I did this as well as an undergraduate. I thought I would take a moment to draw some lines of demarcation and clear up the matter. I am by no means offering up an explanation of any or all three of these faculties. Conscious is a somewhat clinical term and typically refers to whether or not the individual is on or off. If one is awake, we deem them conscious. If they are knocked out or asleep, we say they are unconscious. Being conscious and unconscious might not be so binary. Think of the anesthetically induced twilight sleep or drunkenness as lesser conscious states. Some have even argued that those in vegetative states have minimally conscious states. Consciousness is typically associated with the subjective view of an individual. Consciousness likely has all kinds of gradations. When we are dialed in and playing drums, we may only have consciousness of the music. When we are contemplating the self or the universe, we may be experiencing higher order consciousness. You can even say that we have a type of unconscious consciousness in our dreams. We are unconscious, but could tell you what our dream was like. There is likely dog consciousness, bat consciousness, and alien consciousness, all with grades along a spectrum. Conscience is the moral voice of man, the place or subfaculty within consciousness where we get our sense of right and wrong. Many psychiatrists believe there are individuals who are born without a conscience or have broken ones. Fascinating idea. Never really decided if it was true. If true, this would mean you could have a conscious person acting without conscience in their consciousness. We now see why these terms get so jumbled. They not only sound similar, but they cannot be so neatly extricated from one another. Or maybe they can if the psychiatrists are right. Also, each philosopher and psychologist will use these terms a little differently, which only complicates the matter. Given what I've sketched here, we can come up with some permutations of the three C's that are conceivable. 1. An unconscious man in his dreaming consciousness yields to his moral conscience and does something fictitiously heroic. He flies to save a princess. 2. A conscious man in his consciousness chooses evil against his conscience. 3. A conscious man in his consciousness chooses evil without check from his missing conscience. 4. A drunk conscious man obeys his conscience, does something heroic, and experiences gratification in his consciousness. 5. A minimally conscious person in a vegetative state obeys her conscience and attempts to justify her consciousness as worth preserving. No wonder people get confused. Remember, are you awake? If so, you're conscious. Are you thinking about food? Then an appetite is presented to your consciousness. Are you prohibiting yourself from eating your roommate's last cupcake? Your conscience is restricting the appetite presented to your consciousness in conscious life. Okay, that's it. My name is Luke Johnson. I'm an individualized humanities instructor here in the Northern Virginia area. I give in-person Oxford-style tutorials on a whole host of subjects. I can also meet with you online, and I'm building an online educational platform. If you'd like to stay tuned to that, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks. Bye.